the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now, and we are now on 305 Live. Yes, I know it's a little impromptu and didn't make an announcement. Usually I make those announcements. But ladies and gentlemen, I had to talk about what we just witnessed over in Nixa, Missouri. Man, it's a little after my there we go. It's a much better look at the camera. All right. The Miami Hurricanes have picked up the number one recruit in the country. Not just the number one recruit at his position, which is offensive line. The number one recruit in the country, that is Jackson Cantwell out of Nixa, Missouri. This young man, again, is an absolute beast. He's great in the passing game. He's great at run blocking as well. He's highly athletic, even caught a touchdown pass, as I showed you once in one of the huddle videos as well. This was a great get for Mario Cristobal. This is a great get for Alex Mirabal. Again, what better opportunity than to build the trenches, all right? Building the trenches is the number one philosophy that Coach Cristobal and the rest of the staff really want to do. So I am very thrilled to have this young man verbally commit to me. I know it's a marathon. I know that although he wanted to do it once and that's it, that's one of the main reasons why he pushed it back to May 13th, which is today, and the main reason why he wanted to take a Georgia visit. As I mentioned in previous podcasts, Georgia is a team that you really should have had to watch out for just because of the success and the recent success that the Georgia Bulldogs have had in college football, winning multiple national championships. But I will say this though, if you really want some kind of, I mean, as far as development goes, it's Mario Cristobal and Alex Mirabal have proven that they can develop players. Okay, so that's something that is very essential to the team. Okay, that's something that, just look at the comment section if any of you guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. I don't go live often on my phone, so I was trying to see if I can see the comments. But Jacoby just proved that. You show on stage, of course. All right, just proved that in general. So very happy that Jacoby. You're very happy all about the U-Man. Very excited about that. I'm very thrilled. Again, it's about development, guys. Penei Sewell, okay, is an individual that is killing it in the National Football League. He is a Mario Cristobal, Alex Mirabal guy. Now you have, it's projected that Francis Mauigoa could be a first-round pick as well for the next upcoming NFL draft for 2026. And now you bring in, and now you have probably the best offensive line, a top 5 offensive line in the country as well. And it's just a matter of time, man, before we really see the fruits of Mario Cristobal's labor really show themselves. 10-3 was good because it's a 10-win season, but not the way that we wanted it to be. Okay, it's not. We wanted to get a ACC championship and a berth in a college football playoff out of our 10 wins. That didn't happen. Our defense was terrible. But if you can just play basic defense this year, play a solid defense here, improve from what was last year's disaster under Coach Lance Guidry, Miami should be very competitive this year. And the offensive line is going to be very good yet again. And now you have a young man who could potentially start right off the bat as a true freshman because of the pedigree that he has as a football player. So I am very thrilled, okay, to see Jackson Cantwell, again, choose Miami. At first, months ago, when this young man was being mentioned, I'm like, he's not going to Miami. He's from, he's from the Midwest. Missouri's going to make a push. But when I started seeing all the projections to Miami, I'm like, oh, this could possibly happen. I go to Miami, I'm like, oh, it's Oregon. But then Oregon fades away. And that's something that I was like, wow, so I was really thrilled to see that happen. And you know what? Again, I'm super excited to see how this young man is going to fit. He's going to fit in like a glove with this university. He is going to fit like a glove. Again, I don't see this young man flipping. All right, I don't. If we were able to stave off Oregon, if we were able to stave off as well as UGA, I don't see this young man flipping. I don't think it was a money grab. Okay, I think it was developmental, because if you want to make it about money, Oregon also has very good NIL, and so does Georgia. All right, I mean, I was watching On 3 today, and although I will say they were trying to be, fair to Miami and so on as far as the coverage goes with Ari, and I forgot the other guy's name. It felt like it was like if Miami was a Brinks truck parking team, and it's a fact that Miami does not give the most amount of NIL. As a matter of fact, a lot of Ohio State fans are going to piss me after saying this, but if you want to be technically honest, if you look at all the numbers and stuff like that, Ohio State gives more in NIL than Miami does, believe it or not. So that being said, Ohio State faded into the wind. They weren't even a factor in his at the end of his recruitment. Oregon was there. Oregon faded away. Another school that pumps a lot of NIL. And NIL. That's because of Phil Knight. Phil Knight wants to win a championship. And then UGA. UGA, come on, man. SEC money, a very successful program, a program that's won national championships. They couldn't beat Miami. At the end of the day, Miami established relationships. They're very good at that. They're very good at keeping in contact with players, showing them some love. They have a very good aspect and recruiting and relationship building down packed. Jackson Cantwell even said Miami was recruiting him the best. Okay, and this is before, I think even before even the May 13th push, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe during that process. I can't really recall. Maybe in the comment section knows, just let me know. But the bottom line is, though, this was a great get for the Miami Hurricanes. This is a great get for Mark Cristobal. This is a great get for Alex Mirabal, the whole entire offensive staff. Okay, whomever is quarterback next season is going to have, is going to be very happy, okay, as well, because again, Miami's offensive line is going to reload. All right, Miami already has a solid amount of offensive linemen that verbally committed this recruiting cycle as well. I'm dying to see where Cannon Pickett goes as well. Well, he's favored to come to Miami, but we'll see. And you're gonna have a very dominant offensive line, similar to the Maui Noa line that they had about a couple of years ago. So I'm really excited. Again, Miami is going to be very dominant in the trenches for years to come. And the fact that we're seeing development from the offensive line, that is something that is going to attract a lot of blue chippers to come to the U and smash some people on Saturdays, okay? And smash them, pass protect, build that wall, that mirror ball wall in general. Again, that is what we're going to see with Miami, okay, for the next few years to come. And the good thing about a guy like about Mirabal is that he also cross-trains his offensive linemen. So when they go to the next level, if they need to be plugged in somewhere in general, whether it's a guard or tackle or even center, in many cases, they can't do it because they've been cross-trained. They've tried different positions within the offensive line in practice. So that's something that's going to be very essential. So we heard about with Jalen Rivers. I mean, the reason why Jalen Rivers was drafted is because he's a guy that you could plug him in anywhere. You could play tackle, you play guard as well. So that's something that these guys see, these recruits see. And that is one of the main reasons why Jackson Cowell was like, I'm going to go there. Georgia's offensive line wasn't very good this year either. All right, Miami's offensive line was also very good the year before with Tyler Van Dyke, but we had very bad quarterback play. But Tyler Van Dyke was throwing picks with a clean jersey. So the bottom line is, though, if you have the right quarterback, which I do think Miami has with Luke Nickel or Darion Coleman, all right, once Carson Beck, leaves and goes to the NFL, let me put it this way. If Carson Beck puts up good numbers this season, Cam Ward's numbers were phenomenal, but I don't expect those kind of numbers because I do expect Miami to be a bit more ball control oriented. I also do expect our defense to be better. But if Carson Beck is a top 10 pick or is even a first rounder, that's a part of what the offensive line brings to the table. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I sign off, if you want to have some comments, I will love to answer some more stuff. I'd love to chat with you. Again, thank you, Jacoby, for all your support. Again, to sum it up, Miami, strong from the trenches. They make the offensive line a priority. The head coach is an O-line guy, and Mirabal ain't going anywhere. Right? He's just not going anywhere. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say something. I will be on tonight with Steve Malloy of the Fins Talk Sports Talk Network. We will be discussing the Miami Dolphins. So if you want to check that out, please do so. To be on at 7 p.m. tonight on the FTSN network. And not only that, I'll also be on at the same time with Courtney, a.k.a. Doll from Doll's Diaries. I'll also be on with them as well. Big shout out to my boy Q. He's been killing it lately. He's not only been on my show, but he's been doing other shows as well. I'll be on his podcast, 9 p.m. Thursday night on the I Hate Football podcast. So tune into that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Go Canes. Congratulations to the U. Congratulations, Coach Cristobal, Coach Mirabal, and the rest of the offensive staff and the university in general. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. God bless you soon. All about the U. One more announcement before I forget. I may be doing a possible Canes segment on Samara and Wingo. That'll be airing this weekend. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.